Station residents, thank you for coming. Chamber, thank you for having this event. My name is James Bush. I've lived in this city all my life. I graduated from Lake Station Schools in 1978. I graduated from the Police Academy in Indiana. I was the first training officer at IUPD and graduated college in 1979. In 2003, I received my certification as compost manager from St. Louis. Currently, to this day, I am the compost manager for the city of Lake Station and for the city of Gary. I do work for the city of Holbert, Maryville, Griffith, and Hammond. The reason I am running is because I care about the city and I don't like the way where it's going. If I'm elected, I will do at least the following three things. One, open the compost yard and vote to open the dumpsters back at City Hall year-round so you can get rid of the trash. Two, establish a referendum, vote for it, that we don't have our politicians putting in more bonds than we can afford. Make a $1 million referendum where you, the citizens of Lake Station, finally can come and vote. We've put in over $40 million since 2009, and we haven't voted on one penny. And the third, you have to have transparency. Where are we headed? Where are your dollars going? Do you really like paying for what you don't have? This is what your councilmen have done since 2009. They have spent over $40 million. You're put in debt to the year 2030 for the new building. It cost over $11 million. There's $7.8 million in interest. The Field of Dreams cost you $1.5 million, and it was built for the Little League. Where is the Little League? They're not there. Why not? That's what I paid my taxes for, to see our kids playing our town and our fields. They're not there. The third thing is the water. It was supposed to open up last year, but I just got a letter in the mail the other day. It's like a grand opening. It's 8 months late. How come? It cost us over $14 million to put up what? Another Taj Mahal that nobody knows how to run and nobody knows how to fix. It's like having a new car and your sensors go up, and you take it back to the dealer after the warranty runs out and say, we fixed this. We can't afford to fix it. In 1999, 1,000 gallons of water costed $1.60. Today, it's almost $20 for 1,000 gallons of water, but that's progress. According to this administration and the past councilman, we can't afford this. If it wasn't for the slush fund, which is your stormwater and the little piece you pay $100 for where you live, it amounts to $540,000 a year for 2012. It went up to $585,000 by the year 2014. If you'd like to see if I'm telling you what you need to know, go to the clerk's office and pick up a copy. In 2014, they spent $602,000 and not one penny bought anything for any storm sewer. $185,000 for paving, $102,000 for insurance in lieu of taxes.
It's 30 seconds.
Okay. I can go on and on and on, but we're not going in the right direction, and I hope you will vote for a change. Thank you.
Ms. Robinson. You can pull that mic down.
It's been a while since I spoke in front of a large crowd, although I've spoken at the council meetings a few times. My name is Kim Robison. Thank you for coming to hear the candidates today. A little background on me. I was born in Gary, as many people were. I've lived here since I was 9, when I came to live here with my father. I'm 47 years old. I've spent most of my life in Lake Station, 36 years. I've owned homes in Lake Station for the past 27 years, as well as managed several rental and other properties. I helped and worked with my father, Wallace Riley, with his businesses, as some of you may remember, as well as his rental properties and resale shop. I'm a graduate of Brewer Forest High School, majoring in business and science, and I went to college for accounting and computers. I've worked in hardware for many years. I've owned my own business, and right now I've decided to be a stay-at-home mom, which gives me a lot of time to spend dealing with city issues and citizens' concerns. I have 3 children. I'm a family person. I believe in strong traditional family roles and responsibilities. I like to be involved in the community and with the schools. I like computers and paperwork and numbers for some reason. I like to read and learn things. Although I've never served on the council, I have been involved in numerous organizations and boards, including being president of one for 8 years. I have been involved in city and organizations and with my father being on the council for 24 years, I had been involved indirectly. I grew up in city government, so to speak. Just observing and being around it all my life, I'm very familiar with the position, the rules, and I've chaired meetings of my own in organizations and whatever. I'm familiar with the history of the city and its politics. I'm also a lifetime member of the Historical Society. I've been familiar with the laws and the history and the practices, even on a state level, of this area for over 30 years. Anything I'm not familiar with, I will find out about. I love researching things, as many of you know, and anybody that knows me knows I do that a lot. I've been involved in neighborhood cleanups and recycling programs, and with my background, I feel I'm qualified to represent the citizens of this city. I encourage and would want to improve on communication and transparency of the administration, as well as promote participation of the residents. I would listen to the residents' concerns and try to find them answers. I would ask for their input. The citizens want and need to be heard. Their opinions matter. We are elected to represent them, not just govern. I think there are numerous problems within the city that need to be addressed. Many of them are connected, but would improve the quality of life if addressed. We need roads, buildings, the abandoned houses taken down and cleaned up, and other upgrades, including street lights, and improve our neighborhoods and home values. We need more businesses and jobs here. We are located in an extremely potentially prosperous area in northwest Indiana by the highways, and yet we are still a bedroom community with very few businesses and jobs, especially along Route 6. I think we need to address the crime and drug issues and enforcing the laws, as well as raising our community pride. I want our city to be known more for other things than just bars, car lots, and drugs.
30 seconds, please.
I want to be able to encourage people and businesses to move here, and this not just be a ghetto or to be compared to Gary. I want it to make it our hometown again. As a public servant, I would like to help people try to comply with the laws and find them resources. I'd like to improve the city's recycling program and make it profitable, not just an offset to the cost of landfills. I hope that I will win your vote. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Shockley.
myself, I've lived in the city, I'm 45 years old, lived in the city all my life, 24 years on the fire department, lieutenant 4 years. I work for Frito-Lay. I got 4 boys and a daughter, very spoiled, rotten daughter. A lot of issues going on with the city. I'd like to see voter input when it comes to major projects. Again, we've had major spending and no input from the residents. It's the same people running the show all the time and they don't want to hear from anybody. So you call, you can't get a return call. You leave messages, you can't. You gotta have somebody to talk to, somebody that's gonna be there to answer the phone for you. I wanna see this city move forward. I hear people all the time saying the city's getting to where they can't afford to live in the city, that they have to move. I don't want that. I want people to want to come here to Lake Station. I hear it within my job. You know, you mentioned Lake Station, it's like a bad word almost. I don't want that. I'd like to be able to bring more business to the city. We have brought some. I've been on the planning commission. I've been on the BZA in past years. So I've dealt with, you know, bringing businesses to the city. And I just want to see the city move forward. I don't want to go, almost like we're going backwards. Financially, we're going backwards. I want to see us move forward. So that's all I got, guys.
Thank you. Mr. Szostek?
Thank you. I too would like to thank the Chamber of Commerce for putting this event on. My name is Gary Szostek. I have served as your councilman for the past 7.5 years. I also was elected councilman at large from 1980 to 1984. I'm a graduate of Purdue University, Hammond campus, where I earned my bachelor's degree. I returned to college and received my Indiana teaching license and to work on my master's degree. I've been a teacher and a businessman, and currently I work as an account manager for a firm out of Grand Rapids. I have lived in Lake Station my entire life, and I graduated from East Gary, Edison in 1972. My children graduated from Lake Station, Edison. I have 2 adult children. My one daughter graduated from Purdue University. She also attended St. Mary's College, where she received her doctorate in pharmacy. My son is currently in his 2nd year of college at Wabash. My wife Sabrina and I talked about me running for office again. And we came to the conclusion, both of us did, right? That I still have a lot to offer our city. My wife has probably been my biggest critic and my biggest cheerleader. Thank you, Sabrina. While serving as councilman, I have never embarrassed myself, my family, or our city. I take my job seriously, and I will continue to work for the good of our city. All of the candidates up here have something to offer our city. But as you make your decisions, remember, before you jump on our bandwagons, make sure you know who the band leaders are. Thank you very much, and thank you for taking the time this afternoon to meeting with us. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I appreciate your support. One other thing, excuse me, I think I still got some time, right? To paraphrase past President John F. Kennedy, I'm listening to the candidates, and like I said, they all have something good to offer, but what I am hearing is what he said a long time ago, I'm just paraphrasing it, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. I think we need to ask what we can do to our city to better it. Don't just get on social media and say, if you've got a solution, I sure would like to hear it. I'm sure other councilmen would also. Again, thank you.